Have you ever wondered how your favorite athlete's image appears on a cereal box, or how a team's logo ends up on a video game? It is all thanks to a very specific type of legal agreement. Sports licensing contracts are crucial legal agreements that grant permission for one party to use the intellectual property of another party within the sports industry. These contracts are essential because they define how an athlete's name, image, and likeness, or a team's logo, brand, and media content can be used, and crucially, how compensation will be exchanged for that usage. The core mechanism behind these agreements is the protection and monetization of intellectual property. Without clear licensing agreements, anyone could use a team's logo or an athlete's image without permission, eroding brand value and revenue potential. These contracts establish legal boundaries, ensuring that the licensor, the owner of the intellectual property, maintains control over its brand identity and reputation while generating significant income streams. For the licensee, the party seeking to use the intellectual property, these agreements provide the legal right to leverage established fan bases and brand recognition to market their own products or services. To effectively navigate this space, you should be familiar with several key types of sports licensing contracts. First, there is merchandise licensing, which covers everything from jerseys and hats to memorabilia featuring team logos or athlete names. Second are endorsement deals, where an athlete licenses their name, image, and likeness to a brand for advertising a product or service. Third, media rights licensing involves broadcasting organizations paying for the right to air live games or sports-related content. Finally, digital and video game licensing allows developers to feature real teams, athletes, and leagues in their interactive products. Each type has distinct clauses regarding scope, duration, territory, and royalty structures. A fascinating aspect within this domain is the concept of group licensing. Organizations like the National Football League Players Association, or NFLPA, manage the collective licensing rights of their members. This means that instead of negotiating individual deals, a single agreement can cover a multitude of athletes for certain uses, particularly for merchandise or video games where individual identity might be secondary to team or league affiliation. Understanding whether a license is exclusive, meaning only one licensee can use the property, or non-exclusive, where multiple licensees can share rights, is also a critical detail that shapes market dynamics and revenue potential for both parties. Ultimately, a solid grasp of sports licensing contracts is not just about legal formality. It is about strategically managing valuable assets and creating new revenue streams. For anyone in the business of sports, this knowledge empowers you to protect your brand, expand its reach, and unlock significant financial opportunities, ensuring the continued growth and commercial success of athletes, teams, and leagues alike.